Hello. I nearly started speaking when I was still muted, so I was like, and then I was unmuted. Hello, good evening. Good evening, Zon. Who else did I see? I saw Butter. Hello, Butter. Congrats on sniping first in chat. And hello, Albermark. Yay. Or Albermarky. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness. I had one of those naps where you wake up and you have no sense of what day or time it is. Oh my gosh. So like when I rest, so when I get home from the apothecary, so me every day, oh no. Good morning, by the way, thanks. So yeah, when I get home from the apothecary, I set aside like about anywhere between 30 to EP day. Just got home after driving 300 kilometers. Ooh, that would be an EP day. You just woke up from a nap from school. Mood. Yeah. So I always set aside 30 to 60 minutes to just like get away from sitting at a desk, and B, spend time with the cats. But you know, cats being cats, I dare anyone to stay awake when there's a sleeping cat beside you. It's next to impossible. So I always set an alarm for 6:30 just in case. Sometimes I need the alarm. Sometimes I don't. Make Diana a mod. She's really cool. Fortunately, I have, well, I guess she is a 32-month subscriber, so, you know, why not? Twitch is funny that way. You technically get a forever sub to your own channel. It's interesting. But yeah, when I woke up from the nap, Maud Diana. That's hilarious, actually. When I woke up from the nap and I saw it was 6:30, I thought it was AM, and I'm like, oh, did my alarm clock not go off? And I look over at my alarm clock and I see, you know, it's still set. Because my alarm clock in the morning goes off at 6 a.m. And I'm like, I'm pushing the buttons. I'm like, huh, that's weird. Why did it go off? Took like, I swear, a good 5 minutes before my brain finally went, you dumbass, it's PM. Wake up. It's not AM. Must have been a nice deep sleep. Oh yeah, complete discombobulation. So I haven't fully finished dinner, because obviously when you wake up that groggy, it takes a little bit before, like, you can eat. So I might munch. I'll probably munch on dinner here and there. So I apologize, but otherwise it is what it is. Yeah, I was like, wait, it's not morning? Like, my computer was on playing, it's like a YouTube, like, Let's Play or something. When I go to lay down with, like, the cats, I'll usually leave something on my monitor for, like, background noise. I'm like, oh my god. So 2024, I know! Crazy. Yeah, I've been monetized for 32 months since, like, last year. You followed during one of my birthday streams when I was playing Xenoblade. So you would have followed me in September, so it would have been like kind of end of 2024. So it kind of makes sense that in your brain you're like, it's only been a year. Because it was the end of 2024. I literally just celebrated becoming a big bean yesterday. You are a big bean! Becoming old so fast now. Good night. You no longer have the chubby little nubs. You now have the full limbs of a fully grown moonbeam. Congratulations. This is you now. This is you now. You got full limbs now. Congratulations. September 23rd, 2024. That's some great memory. Yeah! My memory is usually pretty solid when it comes to people. Actual, like, exact dates, I'm bad with. So, like, I'm terrible at remembering your exact birthday. But I can remember specific events based on other context clues. Like, I swear, the only reason I could easily remember Iduna's birthday is her birthday is August 4th, so it's 8-4. 4 is half of 8. I could remember I could remember both my grandmother's birthdays, because one is born on Christmas. Nice and easy. It's a Penkanto. Hello, Tsumaki. It is. And my other grandmother's birthday, she's long since passed away, but her birthday was July 23rd. Which is Sasuke Uchiha's birthday. So I remembered because of that. I have a friend whose birthday is a week before mine, but I remember it because she shares her birthday with a character from Free, and that character is coincidentally her favorite. DD for the Pocket Mirror series. Ah, yes, Pocket Mirror. I remember the stream I started chatting, but I can't remember the time you followed. Yeah, you and Irias were quite early on. Two years, 1 month. Oh, my goodness. Went to the Xenotab, saw cute cat girl, and you said, hello, hey. That's all it takes, right? DDH. She's like 600. Hey, I'm still in my 400s, thank you. Not there yet, y'all. I apologize, it's okay. I mean, hundreds of years, it kind of blurs together. It's not like, mistaking someone's age like a whole decade. That would tend to annoy humans, from my understanding. Oh, hang on. Yes, we do have sound. Okay. I was like, oh shoot, did I remember to turn on the sound? I'm more like wine than milk, thank you. It's not blasting at least. That's good. That's good. Alright, we got the card key now, so the world is our oyster. Hey, miss? Yes? Oh no! You'll be in your 30s in like 5 years, actually. Next year. Whoosh! What would you do if Sailor Moon popped up at your door? Good question. Probably be shocked. And then either fangirl or have a moment of sheer panic, because if you run into Sailor Moon while she's transformed as Sailor Moon, it probably means that there's a situation going on. And it's like, oh, fuck, am I gonna die? Jumping right into the hectic Silph track is kind of funny. True. But oh my god, yeah, I can understand the whole oh my god, you're gonna pass out kind of thing. My parents, I did that to my parents last year. They visited in like May-ish kind of thing. And I forget how the conversation came up, and I was like, guys, do you realize I'm nearly 40? And they're like, don't say it like that. Like, I'm not, like, it's not like Zahn's case where I'm turning, like, I'm aging into the next decade in a year. But it's like, I am in like my mid-30s, so I was like, oh my god, guys. I'm gonna be 40 soon. This is weird. They're like, don't say it like that. How do you think we feel? Like, well, both my parents are retired now, so you know, it feels kind of strange. League of Legends turns 18. Oh my goodness. They're the same age as World of Warcraft. That is adorable. What are you gonna do when it finally shuts down? Oh no, like having something that's been around since like your early memory shut down feels very, very strange. Despacito turns 10! Oh my god. I remember that. So many fanfics with Despacito randomly in it. COVID was 6 years ago? Yeah, that's the crazy one. You don't like Despacito? That's fair. As a Spanish speaker, it gives you a headache. I was gonna say, so oftentimes when you can understand what a song's about, it changes things. The Vocaloid community makes jokes about Vocaloid songs because a lot of the songs with depressing lyrics are very upbeat. Still think of everything in terms of pre and post COVID like it's BC and 80. I mean, really did change a lot of things. R-pop? Is that Russian? I'm not sure what R-pop is in that context. Excuse me. Have I heard of Vitas? I was around for PSPs, man. Doom 3, not even first Doom. I remember the first Doom. My God. Oh, Vitas is an artist. I thought we were talking about PS Vitas. I never got into The Sims, honestly. Somehow I just skipped over that period. Ah, Half-Life. I was in high school when Portal came out, I think, or around there. Might have been like grade 8. Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. Now there's no use crying over every mistake. We just keep on trying till we run out of cake. Physical Portal 2 was your first ever Steam game I purchased. Oh my God. I remember going to Future Shop, which was like the Canadian Best Buy, to buy the orange box for a boy I liked, not realizing he already had it. My intentions were good. I understood their tastes. I was under the illusion Diana was a lesbian since birth. Nah, man. Not to get like existentially deep, but y'all underestimate how strong the heteronormativity push was in like the 90s and stuff. I didn't even know being gay was an option until grade 8 when some girls asked me if I was gay because I guess they clocked me because my interest in boys was much less than theirs. They're like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "What's that?" They're like, "Oh, when a girl likes a girl and a guy likes a guy." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that was a thing." No, wait, specifically I think they asked if I was a fruit, which is like borderline a slur, but that was like a quote-unquote normal thing in the 90s. Cause like that confused me even more. I'm like, what the heck do you mean am I a fruit? You think I'm a strawberry? Like, yeah, that was exactly it. I'm like, huh? Takes over our company well. 100% straight until I went to a hotel in Malaysia? Oh my goodness. More like a grapefruit? Fair enough. Yeah, it was one of those things where because of the push for heteronormativity and all of that stuff, I just very, very badly wanted a boyfriend, because like I felt I didn't fit in with everyone. I felt weird and out of place, so I was like, I want a boyfriend, I want a boyfriend. Then I finally got a boyfriend, and it was like, I wasn't really happy, you know? Like, yes, Hollywood and whatever, really pushes a certain kind of romance, and yes, that's not necessarily what being in love feels like, but it was like, nothing felt right. This was like early 2010s, so I mean, being aromantic or ace was definitely a thing, but it was not as well known. I distinctly remember crying on like Skype to my bestie Duna, because I'm like, I think I'm broken. I don't think I can love right. Like, no matter what I do or what I try or what he tries, like, nothing feels right kind of thing. And like, I had borderline crushes on girls before, but I hadn't put 2 and 2 together because, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, you just really admire them. You just want to be like them kind of thing, you know? Like, Iduna was quote-unquote the first crush I had where I was like starting to be fully cognizant that I was gay, and that's why I had so much trouble liking boys back and dating boys. And then when I like finally started tentatively accepting it, I got a really big crush on a girl who was cosplaying Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, she was a friend of a friend, and I described it as it felt like being hit by a 2x4 the first time I met her in person, and like we locked eyes, and that's what I knew. I'm like, oh yeah. It's not that I was broken, I was chasing after the wrong thing. Didn't know heteronormativity was a word till 5 minutes ago. Surprise! But yes, that is Dee Dee's story. Like I said, like I had a couple crushes on like girlfriends before, but not really understanding that's what they were, kind of thing. It's always a good time for a lore drop. Absolutely. And you know, your immersion! Oh, right. T-Bone Electric. I'm on autopilot. But yeah, it was one of those weird things where it's like, I definitely cared about the boys I had dated / liked in my own way, but it was not, you know, the way that, like, they liked me back kind of thing. Like, I definitely cared a lot about them, but yeah. How do people do Nuzlocke? I think I'd cry. That's literally why I've never done a Nuzlocke. I could not do it. I would break the rule, like, the second one of my faves is like, nope. Oh my god, FB game on classic mode, yeah. Like, excuse me. We're playing Fire Emblem, your chicken's bird, you gotta go, no! Oh, firefighter's coming. Okay, bye. Good luck. But yeah, like, speaking of classic Fire Emblem, we're playing Fire Emblem Binding Blade on stream, right? And I was already thinking to myself, like, am I gonna... Is it Binding Blade? My bad, Path of Radiance. But yeah. Hi, Jambola. I mixed the subtitles up in my head, but yeah, the first game with Ike. Either way, when we started playing it, I was like, this game doesn't have different modes. It's classic do or die, and I was like, what am I gonna do? Am I actually gonna honor when a character dies? Or am I gonna reset? And like the first time it happened, I reset. I'm like, yep. This is the path I'm going down. Blazing Blade is Lyn, Binding is Roy, is a partridge in a pear tree. But yeah, that's why it's like... At first I played Fire Emblems on classic mode, like even the newer ones. But I kept resetting when someone died, so I'm like, what's even the point? I might as well just use Phoenix mode, and then, you know, if someone dies, I don't have to restart the whole map, because they're just gonna come back anyway. Talking about Fire Emblem, I miss Fates. I had a pouch that I used to use for my 3DS, but the zipper finally broke. It was pink, and it had Takumi all over it, because that's my boy. I loved it so much. I wore it out into oblivion. Takumi, he's my favorite! I forgot you like Takumi. I sure do. So many people were like, Takumi sucks. Like, how dare he hate my favorite white people? And I'm like, I fuck with this boy. He's right. Kill the white people. Like, the white people are awful! Want to see your DD Fire Emblem tier list? Oh, that would be fun, actually. Yeah, I say kill the white people in Fire Emblem as a white person, like, especially in Fates. I'm like, y'all were awful. Fire Emblem Fates would be interesting nowadays because people's issue with Fire Emblem Birthright was like, oh my god, these are like your blood siblings, how could you? And then but then Birthright fans were like, oh my god, but you grew up with the Conquest people your whole life thinking they were family. So like, oh my god, how could you? Like, your adopted family would feel more like family than your blood family, yada 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 yada. Spoilers! Joke's on everyone, it turns out. We are not blood related to anyone anyway, so it's all good. they go into it in the third game, but it's just hilarious at the end of the game. There's like, oh yeah, you found a letter from your dead mom that was like, oh, but by the way, don't worry. You're not blood related. Go forth. Be merry and procreate. Your friends are more your family than bio peeps. I understand that. I get it. That is definitely a very solid vibe. Especially in your early 20s, I find. Like, when you get to an age where you're more independent, if you had a rough relationship with your family, you tend to be like, yes, I am going to draw a line in the sand. Yeah, I'm not saying specifically that it's a new thing for you. Sorry, I was just saying, like, I've seen this happen a lot with people in their 20s. Where, like, you start, now that you are an adult, and you have more ability to set boundaries, like people who had difficult family relationships in your 20s, you tend to really start drawing lines, so to speak. And sometimes over time, you end up loosening those restrictions. Sometimes it doesn't. And it's like, it is what it is kind of thing. Like, for me, my relationship with my dad got a lot better once I moved away. Because, like, that distance helped. Because us just being in the same place for too long is like, oh my god. But now Papa Melis is... He's not senile, but, you know, his age is catching up to him. I said it before. He was in his 40s when I was born. So I have an old dad, so he's already, like, you know, in his mid to late 70s kind of thing. So it's like, in some ways he's more docile. In some ways he is exactly the same kind of thing, but because he's getting so old now, I have more tolerance for it. Not to be, like, super depressing or deep kind of thing, but I remembered I had, like, multiple dreams where he passed away and I regretted the way the relationship ended kind of thing. So I decided to, like, pry open the door a little bit. And for me, that's the right decision. For other people, absolutely not. Love in moderation, exactly. The love wasn't real? I mean, that is the case sometimes. Sometimes people just really don't know how to express their emotions because they weren't raised to. Other times, yes, that is generally the situation. It's hard to know without having, like, a deep discussion with someone. But the people who are really bad at expressing their emotions are the people most difficult to have those kinds of conversations with. But sometimes family surprises you. Papa Melis was always like that. Now that he's old and, like, all of his friends and siblings have passed away, he suddenly gets, like, really introspective. Oh, well, yeah, he's the last of his siblings. And the last of... No, hang on. He's got one more friend. But yeah, most of his friend group is gone. And it's like every time a friend or family member of his passed away, he would get a little bit more introspective and share a little bit more of his inner world with me. Until, like, you know, suddenly one day he's like, I really miss you, you know? And I'm like, thanks. Just shoot me. It'd be easier. That's the rough thing, right? Sometimes those bridges get fixed just in time. Sometimes it's too late. It is what it is. How is everyone? I'm good! We're just chatting about all kinds of things while I run around this office building beating up Team Rocket. The low-power brain games bring out the craziest discussions. It's true. Especially if it's something I've played before, because I don't have to give a ton of brain power to reacting to what's on screen. Spend too long in Silph and everything gets deep, you know? You're absolutely right. I mean, this is also... I mean, I talked about this before. That how do I want to phrase it? It made me really sad when the Pokemon games stopped having these kinds of Silph or like Team Rocket takes over the radio tower kind of moments. Because it was such like a mind-blowing thing when I was a kid. Are you playing this on the Switch Online thingy? Not this one. Fire Red and Leaf Green were just on the normal e-store for like $12. But yeah, evil organizations taking over. And now we've got kids in detention. Water blue. It's because in Japan, so here's an interesting language in Japanese fun fact. Midori, which is the color for green, is not always the word they use. Sometimes aoi or ao for blue is used to describe blue and green. Like the green lights, when you like add a stoplight, yeah, ao is blue technically. Aoi is the adjective form. When you put an I at the end of an adjective in Japanese, it becomes like the adjective form. Yes, because of the traffic lights. So that's the thing, right? In Japan, the very first Pokemon games were red and green, technically. And then they made a blue. I think they made a blue after? But yeah, but then in English, they went with red and blue for the colors. And I mean, I don't know if it's like quote-unquote a mistranslation thing, but I'm like, if they called it owl, then they would have been, that's blue. But yeah. I randomly went down some rabbit hole about how the first good blue LED was invented. Interesting. But yeah, it's like, in some cases, some languages don't have native words for certain colors because, you know, it's not something that occurs naturally in their environment. Because I think, like, orange in Japanese used to just be called aka. But then, like, you know, now there's orangi, which is like the English loner word. And pink, like there's pinku, but it used to be momo, which is like peach colored. And hi, Vexu, how are you? Lights out, he says, and then drops to the ground. It's really dangerous here. You came to save me, you can't! Oh. This guy's working out his nervous energy. Alright. We're getting close to defeating. I decided to switch tenses mid-sentence and then my sentence no longer worked. We're pretty close to have beaten everyone. So pretty soon it's gonna be time to go fight our rival. And then go fight Giovanni. Which always makes me laugh now because of JoJo. Because in part 5, Golden Wind, the protagonist is Giovanni. Oh god. Speaking of, because this talked about JoJo reminded me. So Chainsaw Man ended today. I didn't know that was happening. But in case you missed it, the fans are pissed. Which is unfortunate because part 1 of Chainsaw Man had a fantastic ending. But from what I know about part 2, yeah, it didn't end great. Rip. The reason it reminded going from JoJo to Chainsaw Man was relevant is because Chainsaw Man, well, I mean, I guess spoilers. Cover your ears! Hi! Saphon! Hello, Saphon! But yeah, spoilers for the end of Chainsaw Man if you don't want to find out, so cover your ears. I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They reset reset the timeline. That's how Chainsaw Man ended. The worst cop-out of them all. Was actually going to Google what happened. Yeah. I couldn't get into part 2, so I just kind of dropped it. And again, it's like, it's too bad. Part 1 ended so... But yeah, part 1 ended fantastic. Part 2, not so much, which is a shame. The end. Got a shower, no worries. Enjoy. Wait a minute. Why? Your shower can wait a few minutes, fair enough. I'll see? Oh, that sounds ominous. Just the teleporter. Nothing ominous or dangerous, fair enough. If I held them, they'd let me study Pokemon. Well, how'd that go for you, buddy? Okay. I think we've gotten everyone now. Let's just go up to the top and check things out. Guess I'll see next stream. Alright, fair enough. Do you have an appointment with my boss? Yes? Isn't that me at the right the fuck now? Does he just have 5 Rattata? Nope, he's got a Zubat. Seconds. Not the intimidate. There we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh no, we still got one more. So that was what? 3 Rattata, an Ekans, a Zubat. No, I guess that'd be 4 Rattata then. Demolished. Rest in pieces. Alright, it was just one guy up here. Are you satisfied with Baby? Then go home? Nah. That was just a warm-up. Oops, right into the elevator. That was not the plan. You have weak points. You're a weak point. You're the weakest link. Goodbye. Dig for it! And then hopefully if it explodes, we're safe. Nice! Rock 2. Ah, not bad. Damn it. Ah, it's oh. Oh, the spog's no fun. What? Oh, that was insane. Did you see that? Critical hit with the acid. What? Absolute bananas. Insanity. It might have levitate. We might be SOL, but we'll try. Also, ad break in a minute. If ads start while we're still in the battle, I apologize. But we'll be taking a break right after anyway, so. Oh, there we go. We're good. Yippee! I'll leave you guys on the cheerful, We won with this battle music rather than the insanity of the Silph Co. Alright, hold tight, beans. I will be right back. I'm just gonna get a drink, stretch a little bit, and we shall continue. Hold tight. like the new scenes? That's really nice to hear. I am glad. Iduna got lucky finding these. I'm like, girl, how? She's like, I had to sort through so much AI slop. God, you know what I randomly was thinking of while I was waiting for the water to boil for my drink? Bocchi. Bocchi the Rock was such a good show. I bet, yeah, the AI is very strong. Especially on, like, Etsy and places like that, apparently, which is where Iduna found all of her stuff. Good times, Bocchi! They're making a season 2 of Bocchi, are they? Or did I just, like, hallucinate that? I could have just hallucinated that. Ugh. The good old screen shake. Sure hope so. We can only hope, right? Special. I think we passed the floor with the beds without me even realizing it. Rip. Just dig through the whole building, it's fine. That's the funny thing about, dig being a thing you can use as long as it's a dungeon. Like, yeah, whatever. Let's just burrow our way out of this office building. Who cares? I was watching a short on YouTube and someone was pointing out how in the Pokemon games, Nurse Joy rather has like sort of become, she looks more like a convenience store or a gas station attendant. And they're like, that makes sense considering, you know, it's not like you need to be a nurse just to put like the Pokemon in the refresher and just push a button. I'm like, wow. You know, you do have a point there. "7 years of med school." Remember that episode of the Pokemon anime where Jessie was trying to become a Pokemon nurse, but the only school she could get into was the school for Chanseys? Yes, I did not hallucinate it! On February 15th, 2025, it was announced that a second season is under production, so we will get more Bocchi. Pokemon Center basically Wawa or Bucky's. Oh god. Watch along on week 10. Yeah, let's go. probably say while I'm thinking of it. Southern USA localized? I think they are. Because I have never particularly heard of those, but I can understand what they are, essentially. Funny, speaking of convenience store names, so... we have a brand, it's mostly in Quebec, but apparently they have started buying up 7-Elevens and stuff in other parts of Canada. But there is a company in Quebec. Their convenience stores are called Couche-Tard, and that basically means sleep late. So it's like naming your convenience store Up All Night kind of thing. And their mascot is an owl. Talk about it like it's the best amusement park in the States. Even at school, kids wear the merchandise. That is... I guess the economy's just like that, huh? No one can actually afford to go to an amusement park, so you all just go to the weird random gas station. Surely there was a meme at some point. Some, like, TikTok, like, viral TikTok. And that's why it got so popular. But if you weren't there for the inception of it, you'll never understand. Like, now people are calling, like, the RP accounts, like, because on Twitter you've got people who, vaguely do, like, you know, roleplay with, like, an anime account. Now they're calling them LARPers. Like, I saw a tweet that was like, Fate must be the worst series to LARP for, and I was like, people are meeting up in fields and pretending to be like Gilgamesh and King Arthur? No, they're talking about people who just, like, roleplay as the characters using Twitter accounts, and I'm like, have we lost the word roleplay? Truck stop gas station on steroids. That is... wow. 100 gas pumps. I still get confused when people use the word LARP online. It was my first time encountering it today in an online setting, and yes, I was so confused. Especially since I saw it in the context of Fate. First, I was like, I guess I could see people, like, LARPing as, like, King Arthur and stuff. Rex, hello, welcome in. Past 2-3 weeks, yeah, it's suddenly new vocabulary's just rising up from gosh knows where. And it's like, once again, I missed the TikTok with the lore drop. Now I will never understand. How's the game? Game is going good. We've just been running around Silph, fighting everyone in sight, yapping along the way. Just trying to make sure I've found all of the random trainers before we go fight the boss, because obviously we get rid of the boss, all these guys are gonna disappear. And it's like, no, my EXP! Alright. So let's go up to the 11th floor and then work our way down. The beds are on the 9th floor. Remember that, chat. If we need to heal up before we go fight the boss. Beds, 9th floor. Shiny hunting your Charmander. Ooh, good luck. Somebody needs to make a weekly YouTube series of this is what the kids are saying. Oh my god. That would actually do so well. Like, we're joking, but seriously. Especially for parents who have young kids, like that would be very helpful for them. God, that just what's the deal with 6-7? God, I finally saw that like the video of the dude, the old guy doing the hand gestures with the 6-7. I'm like, that's it? That's literally what it was. Don't want to hear your parents say skibbity dee toilet. I think we're thinking of it more from the here's how you can understand what your kids are saying, not so you can pick up the kid lingo, but I'm sure there are parents who would. I've seen bits, I can't bring myself to look at it all. I just happened to come across it, and I mean, it's like, that is so... It's like, yep, the kids grabbed onto something weird and funny, and that's it. Like, I can't really fault it because, I mean... When I was a kid, we all got obsessed with the Badger Badger song, which I'm sure was equally nonsensical to our parents. And also the song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. I heard my mom... What?! To be fair, my parents are just completely off social media except for... Facebook? No! Wait, my dad has a Twitter. He does. Randomly, he got suggested to me and I'm like, you can never know I'm on here. Papa Melis can never know I'm here. It's like, thank God my full legal name isn't anywhere. Like, they can never know. They can never know. Oh my God, I think I told you guys about the freaking text message I got from Papa Melis. I'll be waiting for Papa Melis's VTuber channel. Oh my God. But yeah, if I didn't tell you guys this story, so Papa Melis, he texts me because I guess he's watching a TV show or a documentary. I'm not sure which. And there were text messages with emoji on the screen. And he was like, what do these emoji mean, Diana? And it was a winky face and the eggplant. And I'm like, oh God. Like, I started laughing so hard, I nearly tripped over my feet and like fell over. I'm like, I can't believe I have to explain this. So I told him what the eggplant emoji stands for, and I'm like, and I think you can figure out the rest based on that context. He didn't text me again after that. No more questions for today. Yeah, I was laughing so hard, and I like took a screenshot, texted it to my bestie Duna. It's like, you will not believe this. So funny. Parents say the darnest things. Energy. God. I was just reminded of something that happened at the apothecary because I was helping one of the other apprentices because sometimes the documents we get sent are too beefy to get uploaded onto our old antiquated system. So we have to compress the PDFs and, like, you know, drop the quality. There was one PDF, it was 4 pages, but the site, it was, what was it? Yeah, it was 20 megabytes for 4 pages. I'm like, what DPI did you scan these documents at, sir? My dad reads Yahoo News every day and he will frequently yell across the house things like, hey, do you know what 6-7 means? I do! Oh my god. I can't... as someone who did journalism school, I'm just trying to imagine getting that... either pitching that to your editor or getting that dropped on your lap. It's like, I need you to go scour the internet, maybe interview some children and find out what the hell this 6-7 is. Trying to conquer the world with Pokemon. Took over the building, yeah. You dare betray Team Rocket? Hello? You need to, you kind of need to be on the same side to betray someone, you know? Breathing fire! Goodbye, Zubat. Yeah, hopefully in Wind and Waves we get another evil team. Because like I said, I miss, like, you know, infiltrating the hideouts and destroying all of their stuff. It's good times. Maybe the next evil, since we've got the, what was it, in Waves, it's like, here's the Walmart greeter outfit, maybe we're gonna take down consumerism? That'd be fun. Return to nature, down with corporations. That run-in precedent serves him right for shipping me to the Tixie branch. Where the heck is Tixie? I think we need another world-ending apocalypse. We can leave the Team Shout fangirls behind. I agree. But they were hilarious though. Marnie's fanboys. There we go. Goodbye, Voltorb. Have another actual evil team? I agree. The bait and switch of like being like, oh yeah, actually the big corporation was evil all along was really good. But it would be nice to have, like, an actual Team Rocket-ish kind of team. Or even have Team Rocket trying to make, like, a comeback would be funny. No evil, too scary. Too scary. Scarier than the frickin', oh my god, the Titan Pokemon. Some of those legitimately jump scared me. Like the frickin' Donphan in the desert, but it's like the size of an actual elephant. Also the demonic Jigglypuff, that was something. That's me when I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Going with the Magnemite. Make it nice and easy. Coffee? Oh, right, the levitate. Jolteon probably fine. There we go. Da 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 da. This is 6th floor. Go up to the 9th, take a nap, come back down to the 6th. Continue making sure we're not missing anything. Which, I mean, it works out fine because the teleporter we have to take to, get to our rival and then Giovanni is on the 2nd or 3rd floor. Can't remember which floor, know exactly what one it is though. Check something real quick because I saw okay, he's not. For some reason I thought this guy was in a sealed off room still. Fifth floor looks clear. Oh, right, this is where we found the key. Oops. Better tell the boss on the 11th floor. Thanks for telling us where your boss is. You know, just in case we couldn't figure that out by process of elimination. Can't you see I'm hiding? My bad. Ignore us, Mr. Chicken. Okay, yes. This is one of these two. Yep. There he is. What kept you? I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. Guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. You climbed this whole building just to stage an ambush. Why are you obsessed with me? Bro. Level 37! Oh, we might be cooked. Bruh. Everyone else in here is like level 29, 32. Meanwhile, surely Jolteon's got this. Definitely can always count on Jolteon. Yeah. Gyarados. Oh my goodness. Okay. 35. Little better. Little better. No! Well, I figured. Come on. There we go. Execute. Come on, Vulpix. Level 38! Why? Not the stun spore. As long as we can get off another flamethrower, we're okay, though. Come on, there we go. Alakazam. We hate psychic types in this house. Why is he stronger than even the gym leaders right now? Terrible. Not future sight! Ugh. Gotta love when the attack comes and hits you 5 turns later. Charizard! Ah! Oh, there's the future sight. Ow, ow. A battle of the dragons, kinda. Yeah, the ones that look like dragons but don't have dragon typing. That's a lot of damage for not being very effective, I gotta say. Like, we do have our Sand Slash, if worse comes to worse, but... Ooh, God. Ah, 2 points. Stupid level 40 Charizard. What the frick? So you're ready for Boss Rocket. Boss Rocket's not even gonna be as hard as you. That's the worst part. Well, I'm moving up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. Am I a genius or what, sir? If Gyarados and Charizard not being dragons was for balancing reasons, probably. In the early gen, for sure, because... Are there... There's no dragons in Gen 1 except for the Dragonite line, if I remember right. Don't sweat it, smell ya? He didn't even say smell ya later this time. He just said he's smelling us. What a weirdo. Why is he obsessed with us? Chat, he's weird. He's very, very weird. All right. Heal up, and also we're gonna temporarily put someone in the box because the other dude in that room with our rival will give us a Lapras. But you know, you need to have space in your party. But it's the only time in the game you can get a Lapras, so. Sure, we'll put Pidgeotto away for now. All right. Back we go. Second floor, third floor. not a rocket. She came to save us? Why, thank you. Just a random Lapras. But it's much better off with you. I think you will be a good trader for Lapras. It's a good swimmer. It'll give you a lift. And then they ended up in the box. Level 25! Oh, she a baby. Naughty nature. Oh, gosh. Perish Zone. Oh, my God. Oh, there was a rocket here. Stop right there. Don't you move. Meh. Be alone. And we're back to level 32s. Crazy. Water bubbles. The tiniest little rage. And another shockwave. There we go. Marowak. Ivysaur. So close to evolving after all. Come on. There we go. Ooh, so close. We're probably okay with not healing. Considering the types of Pokemon that Giovanni usually uses, we probably don't. Jolteon probably won't have to come out. Ah, Diana, so we meet again. The president and I are discussing a vital business proposition. It's not business if it's blackmail. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters or experience a world of pain. Oh. I guess we're in for it. Ah, these guys. And that's all it took to get poisoned? Really? Really? Ah, sigh. Do, 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 do. There we go. Level 32! We're gonna have a Venusaur after this fight. Kank is calm. Oh god. Not bad. Not bad. Not the rage. We're in for a bad time. Tail whip, really? Yeah. We almost squeaked by. Rhyhorn. We're probably okay to just leave it. Rhyhorn. Level 37. Man. I didn't realize we were under leveled. All the grunts in here were like level 32-ish, so... Ah, Needle Queen. A very cool looking design, I gotta say. Oh god, level 41. Why does poison hit so often? God, we should be okay, but oh my goodness. Whoa, confusion! Yippee! Punch yourself! Yeah! Yippee! Yay! Ivysaur is evolving! Yay! Do 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 do. Yay, big boy! Blast it all! You ruined our plans for Silph. Thank you for 24 months! Yahoo! The storm is eating your internet alive. Oh no! Take care. Be safe, all that good stuff. That all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket? Well, that's arrogant. Oh dear girl, thank you for saving Silph. Oh, we will never forget. You saved us in our moment of peril. Where were the authorities? Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Here, maybe this will do. Why the emphasis? It's like, oh yeah, I'm rich, so you know, whatever. You can't buy that anywhere. It's our secret prototype Master Ball. It will catch any Pokemon without fail. You should be quiet about using it, though. All right, everybody, I am going to throw the Master Ball now. Boink. I feel like most children, I did not know at the time that the Master Ball was one of a kind. So I definitely did not save it for Mewtwo back in the day. That was an oops. I usually catch Mewtwo normally, then reset and use Master Ball? Oh, fair enough. Yeah, just a little baby did not understand. Because, I mean, they just said you can't buy it anywhere, not that it's one of a kind. Alright, we can go hit up the fighting dojo, and then we can get Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee. I would rather Hitmontop, but that was not an option back in ye old days. You're trespassing in our fighting dojo? I thought this was a gym. The lore of this was very interesting in that this used to be the official gym, and then Sabrina cleaned their clocks. Sometimes I would come in here with a Butterfree, depending on what team I have, and it's just confusion everything. Rectus! Crap. And there we go. Mermaid is gone. Good night. I like how you can't run in the dojo. I mean, I guess that's true for most buildings in this game, but... Oop! Clicked A way too fast. Oops! Well, ad break will be starting soon, but since we usually wrap up 9:30 to 10-ish anyway, I'll just keep pushing through. I hear you're good? Yeah, I beat the guy across the hall from you. Nice! Ow! Fuck! Revenge is nasty! Dragon Rage! Do. Level 32 for Pidgeotto! Forget what level Pidgeotto evolves. It's soon. Might be level 34, which is crazy. It evolves later than some of the starters. Back we go. take your shoes off. Sorry. My bad. I'm breaking etiquette, I know. Nope. You, there we go. Okay, come on. Be good. Whew. Yippee! I have no fear for anything. I shatter boulders? Oh, don't break the rocks. That sounds like a bad time. There we go. Black belt Aaron. Yes, to go with black belt Hideki, Hitoshi. Someone didn't get the memo that the dojo people were only gonna be Japanese. Ooh. I am the karate master. I thought I could save before talking to you, but I guess not. Here we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Missed! I kept going and crashed. Took himself out. That's unfortunate. Yay! Beaten. Indeed, I have lost, but I beseech you, do not take our emblem as your trophy. In return, I will give you a prized fighting Pokemon. Don't worry, we're not here to take away your sign from your gym. I'll store Gyarados just for a hot minute, just to get the lad. Saffron City, the city of free Pokemon. Which is hilarious considering how expensive the spice saffron is. Alright, thank you very much. Goodbye. What time is it? 9:15? Okay. We can start on the Saffron City gym. What the teleporters don't know if we will actually get to Sabrina before I have to wrap up, but I guess we will see. There you are. We got Bite, alright. Let's see how Gyarados does. Stretch, thank you. And yes, I've been sipping my drink all stream, so. You won't reach her easily, I know. I used to have these teleporters memorized. Definitely not anymore. It's been too long. Oh no, that's just rude. More Slowpoke. Aww. I do love Slowpoke, though. They're so silly. God. Now all I can think of is Pokopia. Let's get this place humid! Nice! down and out. You certainly are. Yippee! Alright, that one. Don't really gotta worry about the pattern until we know we've fought everyone anyway, so. Why do y'all have Ghastly in here? Isn't this a psychic gym? Hello? Oh, that's right, normal attacks. Yeah. Stupid Destiny Bond. Now that I'm an apothecarist, I gotta say, Nightshade really should have been a poison type attack. All things considered. Oh, not the punch! Ow. Rip. There we go. Rude. Be careful with that one, right? Nope. Oh, we're already lost. There we go. Alright. Really ran straight past the gym. But she has earned your respect. Well, isn't that nice? god, enough with the Destiny bonds. Oh no, that's a different one. Okay. Right now my logic is if we're always taking the same tile, so we're always taking the tile in the bottom left corner, we're less likely to get lost because then we know what path we were taking. Excuse me. God, the weather's been so up and down and all my co-workers are coughing. I'm like, do not get me sick, I swear. I swear. Alright. Related to that, let's wrap up here. Probably should have an early bed. Considering I had such a deep nap, I lost track of what time of day it was and I thought it was 6 a.m., not 6 p.m. Alright, 3, 2, 1, whee! Yippee! Alright, we've got more Pokemon on the menu tomorrow. We're gonna be playing more Leaf Green tomorrow. So, we will definitely beat Sabrina tomorrow. So I will see you guys then at 7 p.m. EST. Now let's see who we can raid. Junie's playing Dragon Quest. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh my god. Like, everyone I follow is online today. Alright. Here is a raid. Here's Discord. And here is a merch if you feel all fanciful. And you want some DD in your house. For now, that's gonna be it from me. Enjoy the stream. Thank you. You take care as well. Alright. If it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. And if it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed. Until next time, take care of yourselves, wash your face, brush your teeth, eat a good food. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.